Hey everyone, we're back here at the hobby shop here in Leander, Texas. Today we are going to install a nasty custom service bed on this beautiful THS, the hobby shop, themed SCX6 F250 body. So we're going to start with the install. Now we've already pre-reamed these holes out, so there's 6 mounting holes on the cab. These are the stock mounting holes that you would use to mount the honcho cage on if you were to keep that. There's no other options other than the nasty custom stuff for a bed option. So if you were to buy this today and we didn't have this out, you would be using the stock honcho cage, which looks fine, but you could have this, which has all kinds of cool stuff on it. Magnetic drawers, lights. This is a prototype model, still half completed, but we'll have more available soon in a more completed form. But you get a ton of goodies with this. It looks very scale. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on, and then we're gonna install it on the chassis and just kind of show you how that works. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip the bed like this. It makes it a little bit easier to work on. And then we're gonna put the body up here vertical, just like so. Now, again, 6 screws are gonna go in, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use 2 for now, just so we can show you how this mounts, just so you can show you how it looks all done up and attached to the body. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this towards me so it's a little easier to do. Once these are available for sale, the beds, ideally these will include hardware that will help you mount up, because the stock honcho screws that mount to this are actually longer than we've provisioned for in the bed. And they don't have to be, like for what we're doing, they don't need to be as long. The ones in terms of length that go on the honcho are there to help hold the rear of the cage captive. So it's kind of unnecessary for what we're doing here. There's still plenty of thread to grab onto for these. So let's go ahead and get this mounted up. Like I said, we just got 2 in here, just for appearance's sake. But as you can see, even with 2 alone, it's all mounted up. Looks pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. The THS livery looks really good. Again, this is still kind of a prototype. It's still in half assembled, so we've got a few more things going on this, but this is a little bit more complete. You can see some of the red accents for like the handles and things. And of course, it's diesel. It's got to have a diesel cap, but looks pretty dang good. So now we're going to go ahead and get this installed on our chassis. So we're going to pull the chassis over here. We'll talk about these side steps here in a minute. But we're going to go ahead and put this on. Now this mounts just like the stock honcho cage. So if you can see these right here, we've got these 2 ears coming off, and they've got these little bolt holes. So right here on the rear is where you will slide through your stock shoulder pin. So take these off your honcho cage. Take the whole, completed assembly off. And then you'll also need to take the shackles off your stock bumper. Now we are planning to offer a rear bumper replacement if you would like to retain your shackles, where it moves the shackle mount further in, and will ideally provide a provision so that you can mount a aftermarket hitch underneath on our bumper. So look for that, but if you are retaining the stock bumper, know that you'll need to take the shackles off in order for the body to pivot correctly. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. You go ahead and just line it up a little bit. Just rest right on there. So we'll go ahead and get our shoulder bolts. There we go. Make sure that's seated all the way down. You want to line everything up. And we'll go ahead and we'll get our hardware. This is a 2.5. And this is the stock shoulder bolt. So make sure you don't lose these when you take off your honcho cage. Axial does sell these as replacements. Ask me how I know. But yeah, pretty nice. So we're just gonna make sure you line these up on that frame. Now, these don't need to be Herculean, you don't have to torque these things in crazy. Screw them in until they bottom out, and then you should be good. I haven't had any problems with them coming out. They're screwed into plastic on the bumper, and plastic is a great retainer at holding metal hardware. So, all right, we'll go ahead and turn this big boy around. Whew. Get that other shoulder bolt here. Now we've left you enough room in here. And if you can see that, we left you enough room so that you can usually get a standard driver in here. It would help if you have a ball-in driver like this. I know that might be hard to see on camera, but it's got kind of a rounded edge that helps you get an angle on your driver so you don't have to come in straight. It's really nice to have ball-in drivers in general. They really help to where something you would need to previously take the whole, like a whole part of the chassis apart. With a ball-in driver, you can kind of get that angle in there, and helps out a lot. So if you don't have a set, highly recommend. I would imagine they sell them here at the hobby shop. All right, so now we have our bed installed. The body is mounted to the bed. Voila. So this is about as far back as we go. It does kind of bottom out on the bumper, which is fine. You can still easily access your battery, your ESC, everything you need to do in here. Very much retained just like the stock body. It's nice because it won't bottom out. So what it does is these bottom out on the wheels here, which is nice because you don't want this swinging all the way back. That would potentially have issue to break something, or you'd have stuff fall out of your cabinets, that kind of thing. So got this nice and open. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna adjust these really nice sliders that we have. So these are THS branded. We've got this nice kind of red and black theme going. We sell these in all black already. If you want something custom, or maybe you want some custom text, reach out to us over social media, website, thenastycustoms@gmail.com. We can work something out with you and get you some custom sliders and custom colors.